So before starting 7.4, let's take a theorem, that is theorem 7.6. If two sides of a triangle are unequal, then the angle opposite to the longer side is larger. That means, let's say this is a triangle ABC, okay? If the side AC is greater, then its opposite angle is B. So B will be the larger angle. That means if any side is greater, then its angle will be greater. Opposite angle will be greater. And if its any side is smaller, then its opposite angle will be smaller. Okay? This is this theorem. If two sides of a triangle are unequal, the angle opposite to the longer side, that means three sides are there, the longer side, its opposite angle will be larger. Okay? This theorem is again opposite of the previous one. In the previous one, what we studied, if the side is greater, then its opposite angle will be larger. In this theorem, if the angle is greater, then the opposite side will be larger. Okay, you see, just opposite of it. In any triangle, the side opposite to the larger angle opposite side will be greater. Okay, just opposite of it. One you understand, the other one is opposite of it. Here you see the sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. That means what? You have three sides. The sum of two sides will be always greater than the third side. We know this. Okay, we studied maybe in 5 or 6. So, and this is a truth. The sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. Okay. Next, question number 1. Show that in a right angle triangle, the hypotenuse is the longest side. Here you see one more thing, students. Actually, I'm not explaining you the examples. I'm just explaining you the theorems and the exercise question answers. Okay, that is the solutions. The reason is that examples you try by your own to understand, that will help you. And after then also, suppose if you get any problem, you can share with me. I will try to find out some time to explain you that. Okay. Question number 1, you see, show that in a right angle triangle, the hypotenuse is the longest side. Just 1 second. Show that in a right angle triangle, the hypotenuse is the longest side. See, this is the hypotenuse. If you want to show that the hypotenuse is the longest side, then what do you have to do? You have to show that angle B is greater than angle A and angle C. If angle B is the greater or greatest among all the three angles, then obviously its opposite side is AC. So AC will be greater. So we will find out now. Here you see A plus B plus C is equal to 180. Why? Sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Then just place the value of B, that is 90 degree. What we got is angle A plus angle C is equal to 90 degree. What do you understand by this? That is, the sum of these two is 90 degree. Which means what? They both angles are less than 90 degree, where angle B alone is 90 degree. So just we will transfer, we will see here. So here what we understood, angle A is less than 90 and angle C is also less than 90, which means angle B is greater than angle A, because angle B was 90 degree and angle A is less than 90. So B is greater than A, which means opposite side of B is AC. So AC will be greater than, opposite of angle A is BC. So AC will be greater than side BC. Similarly, you see here also angle B is greater than angle C, which means opposite angle of B is AC, opposite side of angle C is AB. That means AC is greater than AB. So AC is greater than AB. Okay. So now you see here AC is greater than BC and AC is greater than AB, which means what? AC is greater than both the sides. So we can say that AC is the longest side, or the hypotenuse is the longest side. Question number 2. Just 1 second, it's disturbing now. Okay, here you see. In question number 2, in figure 7.48, sides AB and AC of triangle ABC are extended to points P and Q respectively. ABC was the triangle, and these are being extended to P and Q. Also, angle PBC is lesser than angle QCB. PBC is lesser than BCQ. Show that AC is greater than AB. AC is greater than AB. What we will do is PBC and QCB, I will take two alphabets to make it easier to understand. So PBC, let's take X, and BCQ, let's take Y. Now you see, here it is given angle PBC is lesser than angle QCB, and it is asked to show AC is greater than angle AB, side AB. Now, as I told you X and Y, so let PBC is X. Okay. And now you see X plus ABC, that means this angle, X plus ABC will be equal to 180 degree, linear pair. Remember, linear pair. So ABC. So these two sides, these two angles, if we plus, we will get a linear pair. And according to linear pair, their sum will be 180. So what will be the value of ABC? ABC will be 180 minus X. Clear? Again, let QCB is Y. QCB Y. So similarly, we will do the same. Y plus angle ACB. This angle, this two sum will be 180. So similarly, angle ACB will be 180 minus Y. So you got the value of ABC, that is 180 minus X, and also you got the value of ACB, that is 180 minus Y. Up to here, it is clear maybe? Very simple. We just use the linear pair. Now you see, it was given PBC is lesser than QCB. PBC as I took X and QCB as I took Y. I can write, given X is less than Y. Clear? This part you see, the sign changed. How? Let's take an example and you imagine, okay? Let's take here 2. X is 2 and Y is 3. So I can say 2 is lesser than 3. It is true. Obviously it is true. So 2 is less than 3. Clear? But if I change the sign on both the side, then here will be minus 2 and here will be minus 3. So what do you think? Which will be greater? Minus 2 will be greater. Is not it? Minus 2 will be greater than minus 3. That means if we change the sign, then if we change the sign, that is if we put minus on both the sides, then what we will get is, we will get that the greater and the lesser symbol will be changed. So now in that case, what I will get? Minus X will be greater than minus Y. Now the second part, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add 180 degree on both the sides. This part and this part. So what I will get? 180 degree minus X, and here 180 degree minus Y. Now as we know that 180 degree minus X is equal to ABC and 180 degree minus Y is equal to ACB. So I will place it here. So what we got is angle ABC is greater than angle ACB. Up to here it is clear. What is the opposite side of angle ABC? ABC, that means B1. Opposite side is AC. So I will put here AC. And ACB opposite side is ACB, that means C. Opposite side is AB. So AB, just it was asked to prove. We did it. Okay. See this part again I will explain. See, let's take some different number, like 4. X is 4 and Y is 6. So 4 is less than 6. But if you change the sign, minus 4 and here minus 6, so minus 4 will be greater than minus 6. Okay, therefore the sign changed. Okay, next. 3. It was given angle B is less than angle A and angle C is less than angle D. Show that AD is less than BC. Now, angle B is less than A. What is the opposite side of angle B? OA. And what is the opposite side of angle A? OB. So I can say in triangle AOB, angle B is less than angle A. It was given. So OA will be less than OB. Okay, as per the theorem. Let's take it as 1. Similarly, in triangle ODC, here you see angle C is less than angle D. Opposite side of angle C is OD. Opposite side of angle D is OC. So if angle C is less than angle D, then obviously OD will be less than OC. So here you see OD will be less than OC. Now in number 1, OA is less than OB, and here OD is less than OC. So from 1 and 2, what we will get? If you add, then see left hand side OA, left hand side OD. So OA plus OD. Right hand side OB, here OC. So OB plus OC. So OA plus OD, if you add, you will get AD, and OB plus OC you will get BC. It was asked to show that. The sign will not get changed, okay? This greater or lesser symbol, it will not get changed because we are not changing this, okay? Next, number 4. It's an interesting question. ABCD is a quadrilateral. AB and CD are respectively the smallest and the longest side. This is the major part of the question. AB is the smallest and CD is the longest. These two hints, or these two parts which is given in the question, we are going to use it. First, it is asked to show angle A is less than angle C. So what we will do is, first of all, we will join AC. Okay, we will join AC. Now this angle, if you see, this angle has been divided into 4 angles. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have taken numbers. Now you see, in triangle ABC, in this triangle you see, just 1 second. Okay. You see in triangle ABC, AB is the shortest, it is said. If AB is the shortest, then angle 4 is opposite of AB. So angle 4 will be the smallest angle. Okay, angle 4 will be the smallest angle. That means I can say angle 2 is greater than angle 4. See, AB is the shortest of this triangle ABC. Obviously, then angle 4 will be the smallest angle. Then I can say angle 2 is greater than angle 4. This one, let's take it as 1. Similarly, in triangle ADC, you see, CD is the longest. Then obviously, opposite angle of CD is 1. So 1 will be the largest angle. Okay, 1 will be the greater angle because CD is the largest angle. Okay, so greater angle. I can say angle 1 is greater than angle 3. Two different triangles. Okay, don't consider it's the same triangle. Angle 1 is greater than angle 3. So now you see 1 and 2. This 1 and 2 you just consider. In this you see, if we add both, left hand side angle 1 and angle 2, this part, right hand side angle 3 and angle 4, this part. So I can say angle 1 plus angle 2 is greater than angle 3 plus angle 4. So angle 1 plus angle 2, what it is? Angle A, and angle 3 plus angle 4 is, that is C. Similarly, by joining, this one is proved, okay, this part. If you want to prove that angle B is greater than angle D, same method you have to do, but you have to join BD. When you join BD, again you will get 4 angles. And same type you have to do. You have to take a smallest, shortest AB and the longest CD. If you want to show, you can show, or if you write similarly, then also it will be okay. Next question. In this question you see, okay, before starting this question, I shall remind you about the exterior angle property. What we studied is, let's take it this triangle PQS, exterior angle property, okay? PQS. The exterior angle of PQS is 4. The exterior angle will be equal to the sum of 2 interior opposite angle. That means angle 4 will be equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. Exterior angle property, already we studied in chapter 6 maybe. We are going to use that property here. So therefore, I just explained you before starting the question. Given PR is greater than PQ and PS bisects QPR. PS bisects QPR. If PS bisects QPR, that means angle P is divided equally. So this angle will be equal to this angle. Clear? Okay. to show PSR is greater than PSQ. PSR is greater than PSQ. What I will do is I will take these angles at different numbers. This is 1, this is 2. See, if this is 2, then this will also be 2 because both the angles were equal as PS bisects. Okay, this is 3, this is 4, and let's take this is 5. So now you see it was given PR is greater than PQ. If you consider PQR triangle, PR means opposite angle is what? 1. And PQ opposite angle is 5. So if PR is greater than PQ, that means angle 1 is greater than angle 5. This part. It is written here, explanation is given. Okay. Now you see, what I will do is I will add angle 2 on both the sides. Why? Because these both two are equal. I can add equal things. We studied in Euclid geometry. Okay, so angle 2, here also angle 2. Now you see angle 1 plus angle 2. As I told you the exterior property, just recall it. The sum of interior opposite will be equal to the exterior angle. What is the exterior angle of this PQS? It is 4. And if you consider 2 and 5, then exterior angle is 3. So this is the part. 1 plus 2 is equal to 4. That will be, we can write as 4. 5 plus 2 we can write as 3. Why? As exterior angle is equal to the sum of two interior opposite angle. Suppose if you want to get it more, I can explain it more nicely here. In triangle PQS, angle 4 is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. In triangle PQS, 4 is equal to 1 plus 2y, exterior angle. In triangle PSR, angle 3 is equal to 5 plus 2. This one, y, exterior angle, same. Therefore, we got angle 4 is greater than angle 3. These things just I placed here, this part. So now you see angle 4 means what? It was PSR, 4, PSR, and PSQ is 3, PSQ. So obviously this will be greater than this angle. Okay. The last question now. Last question is similar to question number 1. Show that of all line segments drawn from a given point, not on it, the perpendicular line segment is the shortest. That means if from this point, if you draw several lines, the perpendicular line will be the shortest. Okay. Suppose from here you have drawn here, this side, then again this side. Many lines are there, which will join BC or which will join M. Then it is told the perpendicular line which will fall, that will be the shortest. If I want to explain, if I want to write, or if I want to show that AB is the shortest, what I have to show? That angle C is less. Okay, angle C is the shortest. Okay. So now you see in triangle ABC, A plus B plus C, what it is all similar like 1. Which means what? If A plus C is less than 90 degree, A plus C is equal to 90 degree, which means what? That their sum is less than 90 degree and B is the larger angle. Can I say now that angle C is less than angle B? Obviously, their sum is 90 degree, so angle C is less than angle B. Now, angle C opposite side is AB and angle B opposite side is AC. Sides opposite to the greater angle is larger. See, in the question it was told that show that of all line segments drawn from a given point, not on it, the perpendicular line segment is the shortest. One question may arise in your mind, why I took only C, why I didn't took A? If I will take A, then BC will come. The question, in this question, it is not told about BC. It is told from this point, if you draw several lines towards downside, that means towards M, this side, again one, again one, again one. If you consider, then you will get here only two lines. One is AC, one is AB. BC you will not consider. Okay. Therefore, I took only C and B. Okay. Thank you. If you get any problem, you can ask.